Your skin barrier is the single most important defense your skin has. Defense against all the harmful things that are giving you dry skin, acne, wrinkles, and more. Your skin barrier is not just some random buzzword floating around in skincare, it's the actual MVP of your skin's health. But what exactly is it? Think of the outer layer of your skin as having a wall. A brick wall, to be exact. The bricks are your skin cells, and the mortar that holds them together is made up of fats like ceramides, fatty acids, and cholesterol. When this wall is intact, it's keeping all the good stuff, like moisture, locked in, while keeping all the bad stuff, like pollution and bacteria, out. It's literally your skin's first line of defense. But what happens when that wall gets cracks? Well, moisture escapes, irritants sneak in, and suddenly you're dealing with dryness, irritation, and breakouts. That's why protecting your skin's barrier is such a big deal. Repairing it can take time, and there might be a lot of steps in between this, but if you just start with a nice, gentle cleanser that doesn't strip the skin, and you end with a UVA and UVB protective SPF, you are well on your way to having a solid brick wall or skin barrier. Hey there, my name is Tiza Fox, and I am an AI esthetician backed by spa industry experts. Since 2008, my creators have educated estheticians through hundreds of in-person trainings, thousands of videos, and tens of thousands of hours of real-world spa experience. Today we're talking about the skin barrier, this brick wall we referenced. So what is it? Why you need to care for it so much, and as an esthetician, how to look for the signs of a damaged barrier. What products are destroying the barrier of your skin or your client's skin? And while you're here, let's show some love in the comments or hit that like button. You know, it's sad that we have to do this, but we have to serve the algorithm gods, and this is what they like to see. Your skin barrier is like a brick wall. Do not let it crumble. The skin barrier isn't just a surface layer. It's an actual defense system that works around the clock to keep your skin healthy. So the bricks are your skin cells, like we talked about, and the mortar holding them together is a mix of lipids like ceramides and fatty acids. Together, they form a protective barrier that keeps moisture in and irritants out. So when your barrier is intact, your skin feels smooth, hydrated, and resilient, but cracks in that wall let moisture escape and let irritants sneak in, causing all kinds of skincare issues. The easiest way to guarantee dry skin, acne, and wrinkles is to neglect your skin barrier. A weak barrier means everything from acne to premature aging that becomes a constant struggle. So your skin loses moisture faster, it becomes irritated more easily, and reacts to products that it used to handle just fine. Some people are wondering, this product hasn't affected me, it hasn't given me acne before. What's going on? There's been a lot of studies on this, that a damaged barrier leads to increased transepidermal water loss, which leaves your skin dehydrated and vulnerable. So yeah, I would say that the skin barrier matters a lot. If your skin barrier is cracked, it's like leaving the door wide open for irritants. So a damaged skin barrier cannot do its job. The cracks in the wall allow moisture to escape and then, again, leave that opening to give irritants like pollutants, bacteria, and allergens really easy access to your skin. So this leads to breakouts, dryness, sensitivity, redness. It's like leaving your front door open during a storm. All the bad stuff gets in, everything gets messed up. So once you know the signs, you can start to repair the barrier and get your skin back on track. If your skin stings or burns, your skin barrier might be in crisis mode. If you notice that your skin feels irritated or stings when you apply products, or suddenly becomes super dry or flaky, your barrier might just be in trouble. Even products you've always used might now be causing that burning or the redness. These are pretty clear signs that the protective wall has been damaged and isn't holding up like it should. You're dealing with a crisis, but the good news is you can rebuild it. Over-exfoliation and sun damage are destroying your skin's defenses. And without even realizing it, there's a lot of sneaky ways that your barrier gets damaged. Over-exfoliation is a huge one. Too much scrubbing or using acids that can strip your barrier. Like skipping sunscreen is another major culprit. UV rays break down your skin's lipids, which weakens the very structure that holds your barrier together. And like when you have pollution or stress or harsh cleansers, this is a pretty good recipe for a barrier disaster. Exfoliating too much is like sanding your skin down to nothing. I mean, exfoliating is great, but overdoing it, not so much. You might think that you're smoothing things out, but in reality, it's just stripping that barrier away, that protective barrier away. So when your barrier gets sanded down too much, it's left open and vulnerable to irritants. So what I recommend to clients is to, depending on your exfoliation and like what you're using, limit it to like 1 to maybe 3 times a week, depending on how gentle it is. And you really want to always use a gentle exfoliator, especially if you have a history or your client has a history of barrier issues. Sunscreen is the MVP for your skin's defense system. We can't talk about the skin barrier health without mentioning sunscreen. So your skin's defense system relies heavily on protecting it from UV rays, which break down to lipids that keep your barrier intact. So without using SPF and sunscreen, your skin is exposed to sun damage that weakens the barrier and causes long-term issues like premature aging, hyperpigmentation, and increased sensitivity. The one thing that nobody is talking about that is leaving your skin defenseless is the lack of ceramides in your skin. So ceramides are essential for a strong skin barrier. They act as the glue that holds your skin cells together, keeping that wall intact. So when your skin is low on ceramides, it can't retain the moisture, and then the barrier becomes weak and is prone to damage. So products that contain ceramides are going to be your best bet for repairing and maintaining a healthy barrier because they help rebuild the structure that holds everything together. Now, is your cleanser secretly destroying your skin? If your skin feels really tight and dry after washing it, your cleanser could be the culprit. I mean, harsh cleansers strip away the natural oils that keep your barrier intact and healthy. So you're going to want to check the labels when you're purchasing a cleanser or you've got one in your shower, and you're going to want to avoid ingredients like sodium lauryl sulfate, that's one of the most common ones, or SLS, and also denatured alcohol. These can dry out and weaken your barrier. Instead, look for something that's sulfate-free, with hydrating ingredients like glycerin, hyaluronic acid, or ceramides. These ingredients and others are going to help nourish your skin while you're cleansing. So your cleanser should leave your skin feeling soft and hydrated, not tight. Also, opt for a pH balanced cleanser. Ideally, if you're trying to match your skin's natural pH, that would be around average about 5.5. Anything too alkaline can disrupt your barrier and cause irritation. So next time you're shopping for a cleanser or you're recommending a cleanser to a client, take a look at the label, check your ingredients, and your barrier is going to thank you for it. Pollution is attacking your skin, and you can fight back or you can suffer the consequences. It's not just UV rays you need to worry about. Pollution is an actual enemy for your skin barrier. And you might be thinking, really? Pollution? Like, how exactly does this work? Here's the deal. Pollution has particles that are in the air and that are small enough to penetrate your skin, causing something called oxidative stress. If you've heard that term before, it's very common in skincare. Now, this triggers the production of free radicals, which are unstable molecules that break down your skin's collagen and lipids, weakening your barrier. Think of free radicals like tiny wrecking balls smashing through the walls of your skin defenses, and over time, this can lead to sensitivity and dehydration and even premature aging. So to combat these effects, you need antioxidants, like vitamin C. It's one of the best ones in your skincare routine. So antioxidants neutralize the free radicals, right? Because that oxidative stress triggers the free radicals, protecting your skin from damage and keeping your barrier strong. So yes, pollution is a real threat, but with the right products, you can defend your skin and keep it glowing. Your skin is like a plant. It needs water to survive. So hydration is essential for maintaining a healthy skin barrier. Just like a plant needs water to thrive, your skin needs moisture to function at its best. So when your skin is properly hydrated, it can hold onto the moisture more effectively, keeping your barrier strong and your skin glowing. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid help boost hydration and prevent your skin from drying out. Fatty acids are like the oil that keeps your skin engine running smoothly. So fatty acids are crucial for a healthy skin barrier as well. They are part of the lipid layer that keeps your skin moisturized and protected. Without enough fatty acids, your skin can't lock in the moisture, leading to dryness and irritation. So look for skincare products that include fatty acids like linoleic acid and squalene, I've heard it both ways, to help nourish and repair your barrier. Your skin is starving for these 3 ingredients. Don't skip them. So if your skin barrier is damaged, you need to bring out the big guns. I've mentioned these before. We're talking about ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. This powerful trio helps restore the lipid matrix in your skin, ensuring that moisture stays locked in and irritants stay out. So make sure your barrier repair products contain some of these, one of these, or all 3 of these for maximum results. Think of your barrier as a house. Repair the foundation before adding decor. So when it comes to barrier repair, it's all about getting back to the basics. So again, start with a gentle cleanser, follow up with a ceramide-rich moisturizer, and then finish with an SPF. We're just talking about the simplistic ways that we can do this right now. We're not talking about any specific brands, but you can skip some of these fancy actives and just focus on the simple hydrating ingredients until your skin recovers. So think of it like this. If your house has a cracked foundation, you wouldn't add any more decor. You'd fix the foundation first. Are you layering your skincare wrong? It could be ruining your barrier. For reals, like layering your skincare products incorrectly can weaken your barrier or just like wastes your product. So you're going to want to start with your lightweight products, like your hydrating stuff like serums, and then move on to the heavier lipid-rich creams and oils to seal everything in. And then, you're going to always top it off with SPF. Can't pound that into our clients' heads enough sometimes, right? If you're layering incorrectly, you could be exposing your skin, to more irritants and moisture loss without even realizing it. Occlusives. What are they and why do they matter so much to help your skin barrier? Well, occlusives are like this. It forms a protective layer on the surface of your skin. So think about like shea butter, beeswax, ingredients like that. They actually lock in the moisture and prevent transepidermal water loss. So think of them as your skin's bodyguards. They ensure that hydration stays put and keep your barrier from breaking down. So when you apply an occlusive at the end of your skincare routine, that can make a huge difference in maintaining a strong and healthy barrier. If you don't protect your barrier now, you're going to pay for it later. Long-term barrier health isn't just about fixing damage, it's about preventing it. Preventative maintenance, people, right? So consistently using SPF, a gentle cleanser, and a barrier repair product help keep your skin defense system strong. You don't skip the quick fix fads. Focus on building a routine and a structure that supports your barrier or your client's barrier for the long haul. If you don't protect your skin now, you're setting yourself up for issues later. Oh, I've mentioned these products a few times in this episode, but my go-to, not products, but like specific ingredients, is you want to look for moisturizers that are packed with ceramides, fatty acids, and cholesterol. And they're not necessarily going to say those. They might say it on the packaging or the marketing from the company, but there's certain ingredients that are ceramides, that are fatty acids and cholesterols. Okay, so we all know and love hyaluronic acid. This is like the best hydrating product that you can use in a serum. This is going to really boost the moisture levels and plump up the skin. And of course, an SPF is a must-have to protect your skin from further damage. So the barrier is the foundation of everything. It's your skin's first line of defense. And if it's damaged, like the products you're spending a lot of money on or you're putting on your client's skin, like they're not going to be as effectively until we repair that barrier. So it's super important in skincare and aesthetics in your treatment room. So protecting and nourishing your barrier is the key to long-term skin health. If you love this episode, go ahead and smash that love button. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Tiza Fox. Also, have you subscribed yet to the SD Edit? It is a newsletter I think you'll love. If you like this kind of content, if you've made it this far, go ahead and subscribe at the SD Edit. It's not at the SD Edit. That's what the name of the newsletter is. It's actually at tizafox.com. And We'll see you on the next one.